When it comes to political dramas and historical mysteries, few events have captivated Americans like the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Decades later, the Zapruder film, capturing those tragic moments in Dealey Plaza, continues to fuel conspiracy theories and debates. Now, in 2025, former President Donald Trump has reignited national interest with a groundbreaking announcement. As he prepares to take office on January 20th, Trump promises to release the final long-sealed JFK files, sparking both excitement and skepticism across the nation.
So they called me, a lot of good people called me, people that that you would find reasonable people, and they asked me not to do it. So I said, well, we'll close it for another time. But if I win, I'm going to open them up. I'm just going to open enough.
Why didn't you open it up the first time?
Because
though?
a lot of times,
what was the hesitation? Though?
Addresses, people that are still living. There are people that are affected, and there could be some national security reason that I don't have to necessarily know about. But some very good, talented people asked me not to do it.
Trump's historical promises and JFK files. The announcement by former President Donald Trump to release the remaining JFK assassination files has sent ripples through both political and historical circles. This pledge is not Trump's first foray into the labyrinth of JFK conspiracy theories. To fully grasp the significance of the latest promise, we need to trace the history of Trump's engagement with the JFK files. Trump has a history of making bold promises, especially concerning transparency and national secrets. During his initial presidential campaign and subsequent re-election bid, he vowed to declassify all remaining government records related to the JFK assassination. This promise resonated with a significant portion of the American public. In his first term, Trump did follow through to some extent, releasing over 50,000 documents, but he ultimately conceded to pressure from intelligence agencies, particularly the CIA and FBI, to withhold certain sensitive information. The remaining 3,000 to 4,000 documents, still shrouded in redactions and complete seals, have continued to fuel speculation. Trump's latest commitment to release these files upon his inauguration in January of 2025 reignites hopes among conspiracy theorists and historians alike that long-held secrets may finally come to light. Trump's track record on transparency has been a mixed bag. While his administration took steps towards making certain records more accessible, the decision to hold back a substantial number of documents has been a point of contention. Critics argue these redactions and withheld information only serve to deepen mistrust in governmental institutions, while supporters believe the sensitivity of certain information justifies continued secrecy. Trump's promises have often been tied to his broader political strategy. By pledging to release the JFK files, he taps into a wellspring of public curiosity and skepticism about historical government actions. This move not only appeals to those who distrust the official narratives, but also positions Trump as a champion of uncovering the truth, whatever that may be.
Well, the thing, when people look at it from the outside and you sort of imagine what could be a reason why they would not release those files, it would be there's people that were implicated in the assassination.
Well, when there are living people, you generally tend not to want to do it.
Living people that formerly worked for the government.
For the government, and living people that were somehow involved in it, and you tend not to do that. But it's time to open them.
The enduring allure of JFK conspiracy theories. The assassination of President Kennedy on November 22, 1963, in Dallas, Texas, remains one of the most analyzed and debated events in American history. The Zapruder film, capturing the fatal shots, has become a symbol of the unresolved questions surrounding that day. Over the years, numerous theories have emerged, suggesting everything from CIA involvement to mafia conspiracies and beyond. Experts like Gerald Posner, author of Case Closed, argue that the released documents have already provided a comprehensive understanding of the events, positing that no new smoking gun will overturn the established narrative. Posner emphasizes that those waiting for a definitive revelation that would change the historical consensus are likely to be disappointed. But the sheer volume of classified documents and the secrecy surrounding them ensure that public interest and speculative theories continue to thrive. The fascination with JFK's assassination is not merely about the event itself, but also what it represents, a moment of profound national trauma and a turning point in American history. The abrupt end to Kennedy's vision for the country, coupled with the subsequent turmoil of the 60s, has left an indelible mark on the collective consciousness. Conspiracy theories around the JFK assassination have proliferated in popular culture, from books and documentaries to movies and television shows. Theories range from the involvement of the CIA, the Mafia, the Soviet Union, and even Vice President Lyndon B. Johnson. Each theory reflects broader societal anxieties and mistrust in government institutions, making the assassination a canvas onto which various fears and suspicions are projected. The Zapruder film, in particular, has been a focal point for analysis and speculation. The film's raw and unedited depiction of the assassination has been scrutinized frame by frame by experts and amateurs alike, each trying to glean new insights or identify inconsistencies.
The main objective of historians now is just the more documents, the better. A scholar named Mr. Posner did a book called Case Closed, and he really does do a great argument showing that Oswald is the misfit, acted alone. But they're also wondering if there's a larger conspiracy. Oswald may have been the shooter, but there are all these other circumstances that are strange. And alas, it's not just Oswald's tax returns, but Jack Ruby, who then killed Oswald's tax returns, who was Ruby working for. So there's still enough mysteries surrounding Dallas to make this kind of an epic moment when the Trump administration releases all these this spring.
Impact of releasing the final files. Releasing the final JFK files could have profound implications for historical scholarship and public trust in government transparency. While many historians believe that the remaining documents are unlikely to reveal groundbreaking new information, their release would symbolize a commitment to openness and accountability. It could also provide closure to families and people who have long sought answers to the assassination. Mark S. Zaid, a national security attorney, notes that the documents released so far have enriched the understanding of the Cold War era and the CIA's activities. The remaining files, though limited in number, could offer additional context or minor revelations that contribute to the broader historical narrative. The release of these documents is not just a matter of historical record, but also a test of government transparency in the modern era. In an age where information is more accessible than ever, the withholding of documents from the public eye can be perceived as a significant breach of trust. On the other hand, the protection of sensitive information deemed crucial for national security is a legitimate concern, highlighting the delicate balance between transparency and security. Furthermore, the release of the final JFK files could spark a renewed wave of scholarly research and public discourse. Historians and researchers would have access to the complete set of documents, allowing for more comprehensive analyses and potentially new interpretations of the events surrounding the assassination. This could lead to a deeper understanding of the political and social dynamics of the early 60s, as well as the operational aspects of intelligence agencies during that period.
You're presuming that the president has the power to declassify this stuff. I'm saying that I'm not even sure we're there, like in terms of...
So it's basic like civility. He basically says like, I would like to declassify JFK files. And they say, yes, sir, we'll get that to you in 3 months. And 3 months comes by. And then they're like, well, there's these hurdles.
Well, the way you get around it is go, let's release some, but these in particular, there's national security secrets. There's a good case for not releasing them, X, Y, and Z. You know, it's like you get around that. Oh, okay, you know, that makes sense. You know, and again, he's a busy guy. He's the president. He got way bigger shit to worry about.
Political ramifications and public reaction. Trump's pledge to release the JFK files can't be viewed in isolation from the current political climate. As he prepares to assume office, this move serves multiple purposes. It reinforces his image as a proponent of transparency, appeals to a base that distrusts governmental secrecy, and positions him as a leader willing to confront historical controversies head-on. The reaction has been mixed. Supporters are enthusiastic, seeing it as a fulfillment of a long-awaited promise that could validate their beliefs about government cover-ups. Critics are skeptical, wondering whether the release will indeed provide any new insights or simply perpetuate conspiracy theories without substantial evidence. The endorsement from figures like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. adds another layer of complexity, intertwining political alliances with historical inquiry. And the logistical aspects of releasing the files, such as determining which documents can be declassified without compromising national security, pose significant challenges. The involvement of a new independent presidential commission, as Trump has suggested, will be crucial in navigating these hurdles and ensuring that the release process is handled with the necessary diligence and transparency. The release of the JFK files could influence Trump's relationship with various political factions, for instance, aligning himself with figures like RFK Jr., who has his own controversial stance on public health issues, may create both opportunities and tensions within the broader political landscape. Public reaction is likely to be polarized, reflecting the broader divisions within American society. Now it's time to hear from you. Do you think President Trump will indeed release the JFK files? Let us know in the comments section below.